Greetings, loyal minions, beautiful humans. Welcome to the SciShow, the #1 ranked YouTube channel for people who race cars or take their kids to race cars on the weekend. Doesn't matter if it's a go-kart, a proper car. If that's you, I appreciate you. We are, of course, here ready to take a look at some of the best costumes available in the upcoming Visiting Outfitter. I wish I'd just call it something to do with costumes so it was obvious, but that's where we're at. Now, you may see the red line that says all above will be available in October 2025 and wonder why the hell are you showing the ones below it? Well, I just wanted to show the ones below it because I think it's really important to try and plan ahead in regards to what costumes you're going to get and what costumes are going to be available. So there's obviously a lot of costumes already available, and I see a lot of people when they ask me which costumes they should get and I start discussing different options. Some people say, oh yeah, I'm going to get this one now and then this one next time. The problem is next time there's going to be other costumes available. So sometimes it's good to plan, but make sure you're planning with the ones that are also going to be available. So as an example, we can see these ones are available. Someone could say, oh look, I'm going to get Hathor this time. I'm going to get Zenobia next time because I just got Zenobia from, Fated Summons or Soul Exchange or wherever she was, and I need something for Titans. That's fine, but remember there's going to be new outfits available next time. So I just wanted to show you here the ones that are available next time. So there's some extremely powerful heroes available next time. Now you may see on the right-hand side, I have added a maximum team power. That's at Limit Break 2. So the column over here on the right, that is showing their team power. I just thought that was an interesting way to put it in there. Now, keep in mind, that may not be fully up to date. Before I move any further, a huge thank you to Elioti33, who makes all this data available, and Lord Stanley for putting this particular list together. So really appreciate that. But I have added in that column. Keep in mind, it's not fully updated with all the absolute latest stats if there's been any updates to costumes. So just keep that in mind. It's just to be used as a guide. I thought it was quite handy to throw in. But back to the list, we can see in the next round. So these ones aren't available during the upcoming outfitter, but they will be next time, which should happen in January. We've got Cleopatra costume, absolutely amazing healer. Great buff where you get the health from attempted ailments, so that's fantastic. Asania Toon, that is amazingly powerful as well. He's got the Forces costume, which is fantastic for the taunt. He's got those minions. He's also resistant to insanity. Sherry costume can be fantastic. Gives mana boost, so that can be great when paired with other reds, especially with the speed. Costume Diao Chan, we know how fantastic Costume Diao Chan was. Zhu Liang as well. Gestalt is still quite good. Again, you can see the team power there, 1300, and immune to insanity as well. So keep in mind that next time the outfitter comes along, you're probably going to have one of those heroes and want to grab one of those costumes. So I just wanted to get that all out of the way. Now we will move up to the ones that are available. I'm not going to go through the whole list because we've gone through the whole list so many times. I'll focus on the ones that are available now that weren't available last time, and also maybe just look at a few others in general that will be really, really good. So I'm just going to comment on ones that, again, I feel are going to be really useful for most rosters. But the most important thing is to make sure that when you're choosing from the outfitter, check on the heroes you've got, look at what outfit you're going to get, and see if that is going to improve your roster. So keep in mind, these ones that say costume 3, all the toons, I think there's 13 toons available now. Keep in mind, if you don't have the second costume, then you won't be able to pick up the toon costume. You can only get the oldest costume that's available to you. I know that sounds weird, but that's how it works. So if there's more than one costume available, you'll get the oldest one. You can't just get the one you need. So keep that in mind. All the tunes are fantastic. Kagan especially, he's a huge hitter, is at slow speed, so I've got their speed on there as well. I've also got their class, so you keep in mind there's no point grabbing one if you're not going to be able to get it fully emblemed and that sort of thing, keeping in mind that the emblems can be different. I think the tunes are the same as the original, so they should all match up. Okay, so the Hatter. Probably a little outdated now. You can see the team power there down in the 1100s, but does have an extremely unique skill of stealing those buffs. So anyone who has really strong buffs, even thinking now of Gorick, so now Gorick's buff is dispellable, the Hatter could steal those, redistribute to the team. So the Hatter is definitely an option. Again, keeping in mind what works best for your team. Kagan, Toon, Horus, very fast, does have some skills. Not one I would sort of say to go for, but again, keep that in mind. Hulda. Hulda was available in Soul Exchange, Fated Summons, one of the two. There's not a heap of minions in the meta at the moment, so could be worth thinking of Hulda as a great healer with that costume and those minions. But we can see that team power's down a little bit. A lot of those team powers will be down a little bit. I think anything from Season 5 is instantly a great hero because they do have awesome passives as well, and they are quite new with better costume buffs. Who else do we have there? Demetia, another toon. Hetefres is a fantastic healer. Has an extremely annoying skill of the blind, so that is really, really strong. I would highly suggest Hetefres if you're looking for a healer. Armos is nice with the reflect, is slow, but can reflect those nasty, nasty ailments in green, I believe. No, red. So that can be handy. Zenobia, did mention earlier briefly, decent enough for Titans. Liana, June, Toons, both very strong. And we can see the Toon team power is generally way up high because that is probably taking into consideration the glass costume as well. So these ones won't be quite as high as it's showing there. Sorry, no, they should be around about what they are there. Mart costume, we did get a lot of that during the Soul Exchange when people picked up Mart, but if you don't have that costume yet, very good. Costume Hathor is going to be one that's really highly talked about. I personally don't rate Costume Hathor as high as a lot of other people. Definitely very strong with the ailment block, running at fast speed and gives mana. So definitely has a lot going on, but keep in mind the heal is extremely low. And I think Hathor's value got a little bit overinflated when she was making such a great pairing with Costume Jiao Chan. They just worked extremely well in tandem. So I'm not saying she's not a bad, she's a bad hero, but keep in mind that heal or boost is very, very low. The mana can be extremely useful if you are making teams that can benefit from that. But if you're not into that nitty gritty of saying, I'm going to take this hero and that hero and pair it with this hero and I'm going to get mana and then all my heroes are going to fire in 7 tiles, Costume Hathor may not actually be for you, but very good hero, keep that in mind. Costume Anubis has the great skill of greed. A lot of people also picked up Anubis in one of the recent Soul Exchange, I want to say. But again, another good option. And then we go to Magni. Toon is pretty good as well. So I think they're the main ones that weren't available last time. I'll just have a quick look at the next ones. Keep in mind, there's still the OG costumes such as Guardian Gazelle, Lord Loki, Alfreak I'd probably throw in there as well. Alfreak's still pretty fantastic in those rush wars, depending on the level you're playing. Lord Loki is fantastic just for copying any brand new skill that comes out. And Guardian Gazelle is a little bit overrated, but still a fantastic healer. Very good for the dance to get rid of a lot of ailments and pretty good against Titans as well, depending on what other heroes you've got. So we can go up here. Zonalford was recently in the Fated, or currently in the Fated Summons, so Zonalfod is another option that may work for you. And We've got some more tunes there. I'll just see. No one else really stands out in that next list. So, but again, the most important thing is looking through your roster and figuring out which hero you've got. There's no point listening to me say this one's good, this one's good, this one's good. If they're not going to work for your team, there's a lot of opinions out there. A lot of people that will be saying, oh, get this hero, get that hero. Please keep in mind, everyone's roster is different. Everyone's playstyle is different. Your team composition is different. So please just keep in mind to be picking something that works for the way you play. There's no point picking a hero here if you're not going to level it up and use it, or you level it up and use it and realize that it doesn't fit in with the teams that you're trying to use it with. So that is my advice. Hopefully those names have given you something to choose from. Make sure you use the costume. I think just to throw in a bit of detail, if you are unaware, I probably should have said this at the start, but the outfitter allows you to purchase a costume for your hero. I believe it's 300 gems. So it's a pretty cheap way of getting that costume. They're nice and easy to level up, but also keep in mind, if you are grabbing a costume for a toon and you haven't leveled the other ones, you do need to sort of do a lot more leveling there. But yeah, I think that's it for me. Sorry, it was a little bit sort of briefer than I'd planned. You can probably tell by the way I sound, I'm not feeling the best. Woe is me, all those sort of sookie la la things. But if you enjoy what I'm doing, remember to gently press the subscribe button, give your kitty a scritch for me, have a bloody good one.